What's good, everybody? It's your brother New Breed coming through with another video. Today I got a lesson about lust. Lust is the devil's tea. Brothers, it's about time that you get some of that clutter and filth out of your minds. It's about time that you truly do a cleanse of all your devices. It's about time that you remove the succubus demon out of your life for good. Look, brothers, let me break this down to you. A lot of the times, what's holding you back is the spirit of lust. A lot of times, it's the corn, masturbation. It's all the filth that's on the airwaves. And it's this insatiable appetite that a lot of brothers deal with. It seems that you live in a country that's obsessed with nudity. It's obsessed with actually destroying the masculinity in men. This country, and the world for that matter, because America's Rome, right, is Babylon, but a lot of the other countries in this here world have drunk the wine of her fornication. This particular society is fixated in destroying the testosterone that men have. It is obsessed with morphing, distorting, turning men into women, women into men, skewing the lines of sexuality. It's all about sexual immorality in this place. And brothers, you got to understand how powerful the weapon is. This was used in warfare in Germany. Corn was used to actually pollute the judgment of warriors and soldiers. See, a lot of you all are unable to effectively progress in life and be efficient because you got too much fog in your mind. And I can tell you right now, when you get that filth and sickness off of your screens and you actually clean up and you stop watching certain material and you stop being around certain individuals who promote wicked behavior and whoredom, look, it's up from there. You begin to think a whole lot clearer. There's no longer a dark cloud over your mind, over your head, and you're able to see the world for what it is. You're able to get your health together. You're able to get your mind together, your soul together. You're able to get more downloads coming from the Creator, and you get more direction. You'll hear the voice of the Creator. See, lust is very effective. That's why Satan uses it. That's why he entices you. And I know the struggle is real. I'm a red-blooded man just like the rest of you brothers. And the truth of the matter is, it is difficult to overcome what we see out here because men are very visual characters, very visual creatures rather. And we tend to like what we see. And it just so happens that society continues to push that so you can worship the image of the woman, literally worshiping her. And once you do that, you're unable to lead. You're unable to guide a family. You're unable to even attract the right type of woman. And you're unable to be prosperous in relationships. Why? Because you've been bombarded and polluted by the devil's tea. You're contaminated. And as long as you're indulging in that type of sickness, you will have a stain on you. And this stain is not always easy to get out. And women can see it. Women can see when you're operating in perversions. What's done in the dark will come to the light. And once you're in the public, whatever you were doing behind closed doors in the dark will manifest itself in the physical. And people can see that you may come off socially awkward. You may come off confused or in shame. See, your shame will show. And the devil knows this. He knows that if he can have your mind all twisted and warped, where you cannot function properly in society, he knows that that's going to hinder your purpose. He knows you're not going to be able to do what it is necessary in life to succeed, reach your goals, and most of all, the most important part is start family. You know, have family, reproduce, live fruitful, multiply, create healthy seeds. You know, these things are very important. You know, we got to get back to our culture. And our culture is not freakism. Our culture is not whoredom and whoremongering. That's not our culture. You know, you brothers got to really clean up your act and make it to the next level. And understand that relapsing is no longer an option for a lot of you brothers. You got to get this thing right. Remember, the scriptures tell us when an unclean spirit leaves out of a man, that same unclean spirit tries to come back, and he sees the house where he once was swept, garnished, clean, all those things. And so what does that demon do? It goes back and gets 7 more spirits more disgusting, more despicable, more wicked than him to try to really destroy you. So the moral of that story is, of that biblical parable, is that once you get those vices out of your life, don't turn back. Don't turn back. And I know society has been truly distorted in the worst ways possible, to the point where a lot of the young ladies out here, a lot of women out here are scantily clad. They're displaying themselves in its entirety, you know, leaving nothing for the imagination, you know, and it leads brothers into a stumbling block a lot of the times. And you brothers got to have discipline over yourselves. You know, it may be certain places that you just can't frequent at the moment because you don't want to fall into that type of lust where you're just so thirsty out here, you're chasing after any type of woman. See, when you're on semen retention, when you practice the no-fap lifestyle change, you're able to see what a real woman is versus what, let's just call it what it is, a whore. And there's a lot of those running around. But when you're used to releasing your energy, you know, worshiping and idolizing these women on these monitors, these women on these platforms, and that's what, and you're constantly following them, and you're spending all day, spending all your hours looking at these women who don't care nothing about you. When you're doing this, you're unable to see what a real woman is really about. A woman that's classy, a woman that's supportive, a woman that can add to your lifestyle and add to your progression in life, because ultimately that's what a woman is for, to be a helpmate. And see, society wants you brothers to be secluded and just run through these women. And a lot of you brothers reason with yourselves, but not a right. See, there's a way that seems right in a man's heart, but his ways lead to death. His ways lead to struggle. His ways lead to poverty. And a lot of you brothers will reason with yourselves and say, well, society is all screwed up. I might as well indulge in the whoredom of Babylon. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, if that's the decision you're going to make based on traumatic experiences with women or past hurts or whatever it is that you went through trying to do the right thing, or if you were never trying to do the right thing, if you make that decision, you're going to go to hell. See, I'm not here to sugarcoat. I'm not here to tickle nobody's ears. If you're going to live a lifestyle of whoremongering or whoredom, because this goes for ladies too, if you figure that you're just going to go out here, solicit yourself, live any type of way, nothing comes out of that but death. Nothing comes out of that but shame. Nothing comes out of that but a hard life. And it's going to really affect you in the most negative way possible. It'll have you aging rapidly. It'll have you, you know, depressed from all the soul ties and all of the people that you connected with. It's not going to be a fruitful lifestyle. You're never going to find happiness, and you're never going to find real, true love until you can truly love yourself. And that goes for you fellas too. If you're abusing yourself, badgering yourself behind closed doors, you're not really showing no love to yourself. You're defiling your body. You know what I'm saying? And you're defiling your spirit. And you're unable to really see things for what they are. And I can tell you now, semen retention gets rid of depression. It truly does. Try it. Test me on this. Test my boast when I tell you it gets rid of depression. If you're dealing with certain medical ailments regarding that region, your man parts. If your man parts are unable to function properly, you know, a lot of times semen retention is your answer. There's a lot of, and I'm not a doctor, so I can't accurately say the medical terms, right? But y'all know what I'm saying. These things are proven to be true through scientific studies. But when you put some of this stuff out here, you know, they don't really want that in the airways, because they want you on all kind of pills and all kind of medicines and all kind of things that will really cause you more damage than good. You know, you brothers got to understand, man, whatever vice you're dealing with, it goes under the envelope of lust. Even if you're dealing with alcoholism, marijuana addiction, corn addiction, no matter what it is, it's all lust. You're lusting for these things. And you got to really cut that off at the root. And I'm telling you, if you take this knowledge and wisdom and you apply it to your life, you're going to have a better quality of life. You're going to attract a better quality of women. You're going to, you know, actually fulfill your true desires. See, a lot of the times, brothers, y'all want to live in traditional marriage. A lot of you brothers want to live according to the biblical way of marriage, family, and culture. And you know, we were tribal people. We were polygynous people. We were the type of people where we knew it took a family to raise them. And, you know, women understood their roles in these relationships. And, you know, a lot of you brothers truly desire that. You truly desire family. A house full of happiness, love, food, the children running around at peace, having a good old time, right? You really truly desire that. But you're trying to come up with a synthetic version, a cheap thrill of what you really, a lot of you men really deserve. And you're out there, you're practicing whoremongering, and you're not really finding what you're looking for because you're getting these cheap thrills, and it'll never fulfill you. It'll never fulfill you as a man until you have that real, true love. Because running through these women is not love, man. That's hate. You know, leaving them damaged, leaving them hurt, leaving them scorned, and vice versa. Women are doing the same thing. So I'm not putting all the onus on fellas. There's women out here who don't desire to be cooperative with men of the Most High. There's women out here who don't desire family and don't desire a peaceful environment. But I'm speaking to those who do. But you're on the cuff right now of trying to figure out how you can acquire those things. You got to put the lust away. And I know there's not just men who are dealing with this perverted demon. There's incubus just as well as succubus. And see, a lot of witches are using sex magic on these apparatuses we call platforms, right? You know, they're gaining a certain amount of power off of a lot of you men because you're giving so much energy to them, and you're doing it in a ritualistic way, and it has become your religion. Some of you all are so far into the rabbit hole when it comes to some of the stuff you're looking at, you can't even function right now. But I'm here to tell you, man, through the Most High and his son Christ who strengthened us, we can do all things. You can crawl up out of that damn rat hole that you're in and understand how filthy it is, and explain to the Most High, pray out to the Most High that you know how filthy it is. The damage you've done to yourself. You know how dirty and sick it is in this society, the things that they air on a normal basis. You even got women out here who are sexualizing breastfeeding. They're literally sexualizing it, literally putting children on OnlyFans. You know, it is a wicked, demonic, sick society. And you got to understand how the Most High really views this thing. And once you can see it through his eyes, you're going to really abstain for all of that, from all of that nastiness and sickness. You are going to truly, and I mean truly, govern your flesh, govern your mind, protect your eyes, protect your ears, and find peace, find joy. That's what it's all about. You know, family, growth, development, and feeling clean. It's nothing like feeling clean. Just like it's nothing like knowing the Most High is operating in your life and the Holy Spirit is operating because there's no sin in you. When you don't have these blemishes and you don't have these stains on you, the Holy Spirit is able to move through you freely. It's able to flow through you, brothers and sisters. And that's what you want, because that's what's going to bring you direction. That's what's going to put things in a perspective. That's what's going to have you on point. And that's what is going to keep the demons and witches, warlocks, and people who just are not good for you away from you. And you'll start attracting the right people who want the same thing you want. But, you know, all praises to the Most High. Thank each and every one of y'all. Make sure you sub up. And also hit the like button, hit the share button. Thank each and every one of y'all for coming through. Let me know down in the comment section if you have overcame these perversions, or even if you're battling and you want to talk to some people down in the comment section about how they overcame, so iron can sharpen iron. Look, one love. Y'all stay safe out here. Shalom and peace.